king of the jungle in the African wilderness. This is one of the most fearsome predators on land, with a strength that surpasses many other animals. However, when underwater, lions lose their inherent advantage. They also have to fight swamp assassins, and those are the crocodile and the hippopotamus. When faced with an opponent in the water, does the lion have any chance to win? Let's watch the whole video with swag to get the answer right away. What happens when a lion crosses a river full of hippos and crocodiles? Unlike tigers and jaguars, lions are inherently adverse to rivers. It's not that lions can't swim. In fact, this animal is quite good at swimming. In some cases, when hunting or moving to another area, lions definitely must use their swimming skills. When they have to leave their home field advantage though, the lion becomes more clumsy and fragile than most. Maybe on land, the lion is a heroic animal, but when it loses its home field advantage, it will have to face predators with a disadvantage in the water. This male lion wants to cross a river to the other side to reunite with his pride. Under the calm river, ferocious crocodiles with sharp teeth and giant hippos await. This is their territory, so both hippos and crocodiles will not hesitate to attack an intruder, even a lion. So what will the lion do next? The male lion carefully explored the terrain. Avoiding unnecessary conflicts was the right thing to do at this point in time. The lion climbed the rocks and approached the other side carefully. A hippopotamus approached the lion that had swum to investigate. No confrontation happened, and the lion safely climbed to the shore. However, lions are not always so lucky to avoid fights with swamp killers. Two male lions are drinking in the Linyati River between Botswana and Namibia. The two young male lions are of a growing age and seem to be getting lost in the pride. After drinking and thinking for a while, the two lions agreed to swim across the river to reach the vast steppe in front of them to find their new territory. But just a few meters away, a Nile crocodile was patrolling along the riverbank and spotted the two young male lions. The giant crocodile silently swims toward the two lions, and it attacked the smaller one and quickly pulled it under the water. However, the other lion did not abandon its brother, and the larger lion immediately jumped on top of the crocodile. This caused it to lose its grip and it had to release the smaller lion. After a while of fighting, the results were final. Luck had smiled on the lion brothers. The older one was not subdued by the crocodile and managed to climb onto the nearby shore, and the younger one had enough time to recover and swim back to the shore. Although the brothers were temporarily separated, preserving their lives was a huge success for them. Not only do lions have to worry about confrontations with crocodiles, they also have to be wary of hippos every time they swim across the river. Three male lions were leisurely swimming across the river when suddenly they heard the sound of the water rumbling in the distance. With only that slight warning, a hippopotamus darted forward furiously. Witnessing this scene, a male lion panicked and immediately turned his head towards the shore. Meanwhile, the other two tried to speed up to reach the other shore. However, with its incredible speed, the hippo caught up with the lion despite being quite far away. It lunges forward and opens its huge mouth wide, unleashing a series of violent snaps intended to hurt trespassers, and it's not a threat. Luckily for the lions, hippos are inflexible and have poor eyesight, so they miss a lot with their attacks. However, the lion had to go through a traumatic water experience and almost died before the strength and ferocity of the hippo. Major migrations take place annually between the Serengeti regions in Tanzania and the Masai Mara in Kenya. More than 1 million wildebeest and zebras will make a circular trip to find fresh pastures. Antelopes and zebras must cross the vast Mara River filled with crocodiles, run through the plains filled with predators such as leopards, hyenas, wild dogs, and lions. The end of July is the time of the Great Migration. Together, they will move north in search of a new source of life. Then, at the end of September, 1 million move south again. This is a suitable hunting opportunity for lions. After travelling a long distance, the wildebeest will be tired and their resistance will be weak, so they'll be much easier for the lions and other predators to hunt. Besides the rivers are the green grass of the steppe, and the lions wait for their prey to appear. Lions like such occasions, and the rate of prey lost due to a failed hunt will decrease. Wildebeest are large prey that help lions replenish their daily food intake. This appearance of prey comes together to create an abundant source of food for lions. In particular, some wildebeest get lost and fall behind their herds. Then the antelopes will be disorientated by strange lands and will panic. They do not have the support of the herd, so the hunting of the lions will become easier. But wildlife has never stopped making surprises. The lions are hiding in the good long grass, waiting for the herd of wildebeest to get closer. Suddenly, the appearance of a baby hippopotamus caught the attention of the hungry lions. Perhaps the hyperactive hippopotamus left his mother for a natural exploration and strayed into the lions' hunting grounds. Without hesitation, the nearest male lion rushed to attack the baby hippopotamus. The baby hippo is without its mother, and wandering on this land is extremely dangerous. Hippos are extremely scary in water, but on land is the territory of lions. Baby hippos have no combat experience, and self-defense is lacking. So killing baby hippos is very easy for an adult male lion. After a while of attacking, the baby hippopotamus no longer is able to stand up. It lies under the claws of the lion painfully. Moments later, another male lion appears to assist the other male lion in tearing away the flesh of the prey. But then the male lion left. Maybe he's gone back to tell his pride. In the distance, a herd of wildebeest gnaws hard at the grass. They waited and searched for it during the hard days. They were suddenly safe when the lions' bellies were full. Hippos are not easy prey to deal with. Even lions are repeatedly attacked and killed by hippos. The lions were trying to hold the hippopotamus, and suddenly it came back to bite the lion in the head. The whole pride of panicked lions became timid before the hippo's U-turn. A pride of about 12 lions cannot kill an adult hippopotamus. Even one of the lions was bitten by the hippopotamus and seriously injured. He died the next morning. Lions killing hippos is rare. The wildebeest is lucky to have a replacement. They have another peaceful day. Leave your thoughts under the comments section. Thank you for watching the whole video. I hope the last bit of information is helpful to you. Like, share and click on the channel subscription to get new videos every day. See you. Hippos are considered the most dangerous animal in Africa. With their massive crushing jaws and huge long teeth, they can kill lions, even crocodiles.
We've seen one or two of these hippos.
A hippo carcass
But wild nature already has deadly dangers.
normally coexist peacefully.
The strongest does not last forever.
It's a bony chunk that we're looking to crush 2,000 pounds possible. Wherever you are, let's swag Wild Animal Life, decode the wild world through the video. What's the end for an injured hippo seen by an evil hyena? Only the most brazen of Africa's predators will readily take on an adult hippo. These hefty herbivores, aimed with 50-centimeter canines, are wrapped in thick tire-like skin, are characteristically cantankerous and have a reputation as one of the most dangerous species on the continent. It'll take a particularly ambitious and hardy hunter to even attempt to tackle one of these 4,000-pound grumps, which is just the sort of challenge hyenas relish. Hippos spend the bulk of their time submerged in the safety and coolness of rivers and dams, but will emerge at night to feed. Hyenas are also nighttime feeders. These notorious nocturnal prowlers do much of their hunting and foraging under the cover of darkness. A pair of hyenas were filmed harassing a hippo that appeared to be trying to graze in peace. Widely regarded as scavengers, hyenas are actually capable hunters, the most successful in Africa. But like all predators, they will choose an easy meal if it's available. Although it's not clear how this particular interaction ended, or indeed how it began, it's likely that the hyenas realized the difficulty of the task at hand and moved on in search of easier pickings. A hippo is an ambitious target, even for hyenas, and it's possible that this one may have been harboring an injury of some kind which attracted the interest of the cackling predators. This sort of prey presents too big a risk for most predators. Often misrepresented in pop culture, hyenas are family-orientated animals who live in female-dominated clans. But when they are challenged by another predator or are on the hunt, they are a formidable force to be reckoned with. When food becomes scarce, the hyena clan were forced to hunt instead of waiting for an opportunity to rob others. Due to the torment of hunger, the carnivores have an opportunity to take down a dangerous prey, the hippopotamus. A hippo has become the target of a clan of hungry hyenas. They frantically chase and attack, despite knowing that this is very dangerous. Perhaps hunger has given the clan of hyenas the madness to slay an opponent of this magnitude. You know, when a hippo comes ashore, it loses almost half of its strength. In natural conditions, not many animals dare to approach them, not even notorious carnivores such as lions or crocodiles. But the hyena clan discovered that the lone hippo was separated from the herd and immediately gathered to attack to try to eat this large prey. Hunger seemed to add courage and strength to the hyena clan. They rushed in to bite and pinch the hippo before quickly pulling out to avoid a counterattack. Gradually, the hippopotamus exhausted all of its strength and was no longer able to support own huge weight and fell to the ground, accepting a tragic death under the sharp fangs of the hyena clan. The hyena clan won't miss a chance. A sick hippo is lying on the grass and it was attacked by a clan of hyenas. It had to try a lot but could not manage to escape the pursuit of the two fierce predators. A hippo party takes place. They seem satisfied with the hunt. With such a large prey like a hippopotamus, it will solve the hunger of the hyena clan. But what about in the aquatic environment? Can a clan of hyenas do damage there? A baby hippo has died for unknown reasons. Its carcass floats on the river and was noticed by the hyenas. They try to find a way to get to the body, but are chased away by the mother hippo.
They're swimming away from the hippo now, I don't blame them. He probably weighs a couple of tons.
But the hunger has reached a point where they decided to take a risk to get that body. But the water is the hippo's territory, and the mother hippo was determined to protect her baby's corpse to the very end.
I'm just... It's clearly dead, so why protect it?
The hyenas are therefore forced to give up before they are killed. What do you think about the mother hippo's actions? Leave your thoughts below in the comments section.
Yeah, it looks like truth.
Hippos are herbivores that are also mammals. And they are one of the largest land mammals on Earth. Also, they are the heaviest even-toed ungulate, though they are much shorter than giraffes. Hippos are one of the most aggressive creatures in the world and are often considered one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. The jaws of a hippopotamus can crush 1 to 2 crocodiles. Their ferocity is stronger than any large animal. Hippos are half aquatic, half terrestrial, and they inhabit rivers, lakes, and flooded swamps in West Africa. Males dominate a stretch of river and lead a herd consisting of 5 to 30 females and their young. During the day, they maintain their cool by swimming in water or mud. And breeding also takes place in the water. They might come ashore sometimes at night to eat grass. Although hippos rest close together in the water, foraging is a solitary and non-territorial activity. But can a hippopotamus defeat predators while wounded? In this video, the hippopotamus is injured and it is easily approached by 2 hyenas who try to catch the meal while it is still alive, without encountering any defensive reaction of a hippo. Hippos are inherently the most ferocious animal on the African savanna, and in terms of danger, they surpass crocodiles, lions, or even leopards. But when it was in pain from this wound, it couldn't defend itself against these 2 hungry hyenas. The opportunistic cannibals were so impatient that they try to eat the hippopotamus while the victim is still alive. The hippo tries to drag its bulky body into the river to escape the hyenas. However, the hyenas did not leave because of that, and they continued to follow the hippo down the river whilst continuing to bite it. However, it escaped the hyenas and went into the middle of the river. With the severe injury it already had, plus the more inflicted damage from the hyenas, plus old age, this hippopotamus died gradually. It became a corpse floating in the river, and then became lucrative prey for a crocodile and lion. When the hippopotamus was eating alone in the meadow, it had bleeding wounds on its body. Suddenly, a lion appeared and it rushed at the prey without hesitation and quickly jumped on the back. It used its sharp teeth and claws to dig into the neck of its prey. When it controlled the prey, it continuously bit, and the poor hippo cried out helplessly in pain. The wounds on the hippo's body began to bleed even more. It tried to fight back, but the more it resists, the more pain it receives. When it is injured, the hippo is no longer able to resist, and it lies helplessly on the ground, and the lion begins to eat it. I pity the poor hippo. In another video, the hippopotamus was approaching a lake with bleeding wounds and injured legs. Birds are scrambling to cling to the hippo's body. Together, they nibble at the little pieces of meat from the open wounds on the hippo's body. The hippo seemed so tired and in so much pain from its wounds that it didn't care about the birds perched on its back. It walked slowly and heavily, dragging its aching body closer to the lake. It was difficult for it to submerge the large body full of wounds into the lake, and being in the water made it more uncomfortable. The video ends and we don't know what the hippo will do, but hopefully it will defeat more predators that are lurking around it. In our last video, we have another hippo covered in wounds, and it was in so much pain that it couldn't continue. While resting in a small puddle, the hyenas came and took the opportunity to brutally attack the hippo. They competed to bite each other, and then the hippo cried out in pain and despair, lay flat on the ground, and was devoured by the hungry hyenas. It died in pain and despair as more predators approached, and it could no longer resist. What a pitiful end for the hippo. The wounds on the hippo's body began to bleed even more. It tried to fight back, but the more it resists, the more pain it receives. When it is injured, the hippo is no longer able to resist, and it lies helplessly on the ground, and the lion begins to eat it. I pity the poor hippo. In another video, the hippopotamus was approaching a lake with bleeding wounds and injured legs. Birds are scrambling to cling to the hippo's body. Together, they nibble at the little pieces of meat from the open wounds on the hippo's body. The hippo seemed so tired and in so much pain from its wounds that it didn't care about the birds perched on its back. It walked slowly and heavily, dragging its aching body closer to the lake. It was difficult for it to submerge the large body full of wounds into the lake, and being in the water made it more uncomfortable. The video ends and we don't know what the hippo will do, but hopefully it will defeat more predators that are lurking around it. In our last video, we have another hippo covered in wounds, and it was in so much pain that it couldn't continue. While resting in a small puddle, the hyenas came and took the opportunity to brutally attack the hippo. They competed to bite each other, and then the hippo cried out in pain and despair, lay flat on the ground, and was devoured by the hungry hyenas. It died in pain and despair as more predators approached, and it could no longer resist. What a pitiful end for the hippo. The waters in Africa always have fierce battles. Hippos are famous as territorial animals that always occupy the river area. Those who wander through its territory will not have a happy ending. Even lions and crocodiles have lost their lives. With a fierce nature, temperamental temperament, and confidence in the water, the hippos are very fierce. These hippos viciously attack the crocodile. They have become mad at anyone who disturbs their territory. They bite and then toss the crocodile into the air to spin it to death. In a group of large wild animals in Africa that include lion, leopard, rhinoceros, hippopotamus, and buffalo, the most dangerous and elusive animal is the hippopotamus. Let's see the moment when a lion is trying to hold the hippo. Suddenly, it turns and bites the head of the lion. The whole pride panics, and the lions began to become timid in the hippo's gaze. A pride of 12 lions can't kill one adult hippo. Even one of the lions was bitten by the hippo and seriously injured. It died the next morning. However, all animals need water to survive, especially large animals like elephants, who need more water than others to replenish their bodies. Encountering hippos in rivers or lakes is inevitable. Hippos and elephants are both large and powerful animals. So, in the confrontation between these two creatures, which one will win? With a highly territorial nature, the hippo is always annoyed about intruders entering its territory, especially elephants. When crossing rivers, they make loud noises that attract the hippos. An elephant was standing on the bank of a swamp full of hippos, and it wanted to cross to the green grass. The appearance of the elephants is unpleasant to the hippos, and they attack the elephants in the water. They bite the elephant's tail and hind legs, and they were immediately kicked in the mouth by the elephant, and then they back away. The hippo still tried to bite until it was kicked one more time before it completely backed up. Even when feeding on land, hippos are quite aggressive towards elephants. Usually hippos are respectful of elephants, almost opting for peace. In its habitat, hippos are quite arrogant creatures, and the arrogance when acting is always self-centered, and they do whatever they like. There is only one creature that can make a hippo timid and abstain when meeting, and that is the African forest elephant. These two animals are both herbivores, and they fight each other for food, which is hard to avoid. Elephants need a lot of kilograms of grass and trees, so protecting a grassy area are very important to them. An annoyed elephant uses its trunk to chase the hippos that entered the grass, but it had no real intention of attacking. Until the hippos began to eat their grass. Immediately, the fierce elephant chases the hippos and makes them run back into the water. Elephants need to drink a lot of water to survive, about 180 to 200 litres of water every day. They have to provide enough water for themselves or they will perish. They have to replenish their body with water, so lakes are great places for them. The lake, however, is the territory the hippos use their lives to protect. They are fierce, wild, and ready to attack those who cause trouble for them. But with elephants, they become timid. Catching images of elephants near lakes is not difficult. Therefore, encounters with hippos take place very normally. A hippo recklessly attacks an elephant in the river and nearly got trampled to death. Not only that, hippos also rely on their numbers and advantage of the aquatic environment to attack elephants. Perhaps the hippo misjudged the opponent this time when it attacked. Faced with a threat, the elephant turned to attack, causing the hippo group to flee in the lake. A ferocious elephant is in a river filled with more than 25 hippos. It tries very hard to drive them all away, even kicking some. And a baby hippo almost got trampled to death. After all, these two animals are not predators. They are just trying to protect their habitat. But if each species keeps it for themselves, the other species will lack a source of life. The wild hippos are finally taught a lesson by the elephants. What do you think about the hippo's territorial occupation? Leave your thoughts below in the comments section. Thank you for watching the video till the end. I hope the above information is useful to you. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel to receive new videos every day. See you again.